In Idle Heroes, we've just got a brand new update called the Treasure Train. Today we're going to be discussing how it works, whether you should spend your money on it, and how to obtain these rewards as a free-to-play player. As well, we'll be going through the various rewards and how impactful they're going to be in the game, and just the various things you need to know with this update. So you can find the treasure train here at the bottom of the screen next to your skins, and the treasure train is basically a way to obtain these new items which are called treasures. You can collect various types of them and they will affect your stats in different game modes. Most importantly, they're split into three categories. We have ones from the Alien Desert, some from the Forgotten Artifact, and others which are just called hero tokens, and these are variously powerful depending on the different game mode you're fighting in. First of all, the Alien Desert items, if they do give a specific bonus, it will benefit exclusively Void Campaign and Normal Campaign. Notably, there are ones that boost speed rather dramatically. That is huge for people trying to push Void Campaign and will massively lower the requirements for a lot of Void Campaign clears. In fact, it will make, if not already, A tiers unnecessary. I know there have been people who have cleared Void Campaign with B+ heroes, no need for heroes with Giant Killer, but they have very established homes. With this massive speed bonus, that's going to make things a lot easier for your heroes and could actually improve the viability of heroes like Jara in Void Campaign. I say that, but this could also be super duper paywalled, because this, as you can see, is pink. And if you know anything about the various color schemes in Idle Heroes, purple is the lowest, then it is green, then it goes to red, and then we work our way up through to orange and then pink. So this color system basically determines the rarity, and that is confirmed if you go ahead and take a look at the treasure train itself. So you can immediately see here that the pink ones and orange ones have a significantly lower chance to be pulled than the others. As well, you'll see that there are different types of artifacts. We have just the straight up ones, which are 1-star level, and then we have jigsaw pieces. Now, that's something you need to know about as a key difference, because if we go ahead and look at how to obtain these artifacts, you could see you either need a straight up copy of them, which you can use to get the next level on them, or the jigsaw pieces to obtain the artifact in the first place. So if you get 50 of the pieces, you can get yourself a copy. If you already have a copy, you can use another copy to improve its level. Of course, improving its star level gets you better bonuses, as you can see here on the screen, all the way up to 5-star. The bonuses you're getting from these are pretty broad. You're getting everything from damage reduction, speed, you're getting control immunity, crit damage reduction, we've got armor, we've got holy damage. There are loads of different ones to enjoy, and you can go through here at your leisure and go through them. I'm not going to waste your time doing that, but you will notice that some of them give a ton of different bonuses. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the ones in the Alien Desert are specifically benefiting Void Campaign and Campaign, but if you go across to the ones in the Forgotten Artifact, these are going to benefit the Realms Gate, Void Vortex, and Void Arc. The attribute bonuses these give are pretty significant when it comes to improving your team's performance, and will likely lower the requirements of various clears in multiple game modes, making it easier for newer players to actually achieve those things. As well, you might see this as a big pay to win when we go ahead and look at how to obtain these, but actually, guys, if you look at this optimistically and think that actually this is just something added to the game, basically it's just another way to get more power on your account. Yes, there are going to be spenders out there that do have this and can push further, but that's the same with everything. You will inevitably get these things as a free-to-play player. As well, guys, if you take a look, it's not just exclusive for Void content. There are ones that give exclusive benefits to different classes as well. So there's a massive one here that I really like called the Lady Sunshade Hat that gives control immunity offset to your mages, which is fantastic for a hero like Jara. We've got stuff here that's giving dodge rate to rangers. That's fantastic. We've got another speed bonus here for assassins to make them even quicker. So there's potentially a chance that actually a big sword flash meta could arise in Void Campaign based on these speed benefits, but that remains to be seen. But that's stacked with the other one. I mean, speed's pretty significant. There's a reason it's a pink artifact here. As well, guys, you can see there's control immunity for priests. We've got, of course, crit for assassins. So there's a load of cool stuff here that's giving a ton of stat benefits exclusive to heroes. So now that we've gone ahead and quickly whistled through what these things can do, let's talk about how to obtain them. Well, the first thing you need to know is that when you unlock the Void Battle, you will get 5,000. That's probably going to leave a few of you scratching your heads. What is the Void Battle? Well, it's just another word for Void Campaign. So when you have completed completed campaign, got yourself a Void 4 Transcendence hero, you will get yourself 5,000 of this currency. And this is called treasure crystals. Now, 5,000 might sound like a lot, but honestly, guys, it really isn't, because 1,000 lets you search once. So you only actually get 5 searches here. The other way to go ahead and search for copies is by buying these train tickets. And these train tickets can be obtained from the cool events by going into your cool events and clicking on treasure ticket package. So much like the Transcendence package where you can buy cores, this is a new way to buy these items. Some of you who are very, very inclined to spend may jump at this immediately and start buying these train tickets to get your stuff. However, I would tell you to refrain from doing that, because if you know anything about DH games, they release something brand new and immediately put a price tag on it, hoping that whales will jump at the fear of missing out and go ahead and spend a ton of money to obtain the stuff that's good immediately. I expect, just like everything in this game, they will give treasure coupons as rewards for events. Just wait for future events to come. If they aren't giving a ton of these in Anniversary, I will be very, very surprised. Free-to-play players absolutely need a way to obtain these, and the other way to get them is, of course, from Void Campaign, by naturally obtaining these things from the loot. You might ask yourself, is this going to be hidden behind one of these fancy chests? Well, actually, no. You just need to unlock Void Campaign 1.1, and you can see it can be farmed as a reward here, which is pretty decent. So that's nice. But guys, I will say this. If you do want to go ahead and buy them and spend them, do be warned that this is entirely a slot machine mechanic, similar to the Awakening system in the game. Another way you can get them as well, guys, just before we move on to opening them, is from the Starry Gem Mall. So if you have contract Starry Gems, you can consume them to pick up treasure coupons. But again, do bear in mind, it is a gambler's mechanic. So let's go to the treasure train and let's go and obtain some of these things. So we've got 5 openings to do. So actually, let's watch the cutscene. Let's see what it is. Here we go. So the guy looks around, searches in the treasures, and gets himself a box. Let's open it. I got myself 2 jigsaw pieces of this crossbow here. And that's that. So let's go see what that actually means. So we need to go and find what that crossbow is. I assume it's going to be one of the items here. Yes, there it is. And I have 2 of them. So great, when I get that to 20, I can get my first copy. Hopefully at this point you guys have already realized just how difficult it's going to be to obtain these things. Oh boy, this is going to be one heck of a grind to obtain these things. Okay, let's go again. Let's see if we can get anything else. We get this time 3 of the tofu ones. Great, another purple one. That's not very exciting. Let's go with the next thing. That's going to be... Oh! Oh, that's great! Hello! I actually got my first one. Oh my word. There we go, guys. I finally have something. That was a meat on a stick or something like that. There you go. It's this thing. Oh, dang. That's really good. That gives holy damage for Realm's Gate, the Void Vortex, and the Void Arc. That's actually a really solid one. Okay. So there you go. I can activate this. I now have it. It's called the Savage Mace. So, now that I've got myself this Savage Mace, I now have a permanent improvement to my HP, my attack, and my holy damage for my heroes. This is going to scale madly, because all of these can be activated simultaneously, and you'll see that I actually have now 9 points out of 10,000 on this tracker at the bottom, and we haven't spoken about this tracker yet. Basically, as you achieve points in this tracker, you will unlock additional bonuses. So you can see here, I'm going to gain all damage dealt, and all damage reduction for the Realm's Gate, the Void Vortex, and the Void Arc. The same is true for the other modes as well, but this one here is going to give fixed attack and fixed HP, and that's a pretty large number, actually. That's actually significant. Dang, that's really big. And if we go ahead and look at the other ones here, at the Alien Desert, this bonus is going to be attack and HP for Void Campaign. Now, once you've got enough points, you actually unlock these emblems here. So we have the Alien Gourmet emblem. So once you obtain these emblems by getting, I assume, 10,000 points on this thing, you can go ahead and equip it to this little menu here. You can have 8 emblems in total. I assume it's just a way that you can flex on people and show them that you have a ton of these points accumulated to get you additional snap bonuses. So that's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and open some more of these things to see what else we can pick up. So let's go to the collect. I still got 2 more to open. Maybe I can get myself another one of these items. We open up and we have, okay, there's another green one. That looks like some kind of meat pie or something. Maybe there's apples on top, so it could be a fruit pie. So yeah, I got this. Let's go ahead and select it. And where the heck is it? Is it on this thing here? Oh, it is. And that gives, armor for Void Campaign. That's a little bit of extra defense. Turns out eating your pie, kids, is going to get you some additional armor. And again, that's another 9-pointer here for the Alien Desert. And that means if we go back in, we can do one more pull. Are we going to get anything decent from here? Let's see. And okay, it's 2 shards for that hat I was on about earlier. Okay, so again, I need to get to 50 shards for that to be any good. Now, at this point, you've probably realized the odds of actually accumulating these things is significantly low. And therefore, I think it is a huge waste of money to go ahead and just buy these outright. 25 tickets cost you $100, and to do 25 of those openings, the chances that you actually pull a lot of stuff is very, very slim. I think you're going to have to do hundreds, if not thousands, of these things to achieve all of the various items. So what do I think is going to happen moving forwards? Well, I expect that DH Games are going to give these specifically as rewards. I expect we'll have selection chests that let you choose the various items. A number of jigsaw pieces, for example, could be something that developers could implement. Again, we could be getting those train tickets as an actual reward as well for doing events. Not to mention Void Campaign is going to naturally let you accumulate these over time, so there's an idle mechanic in here too to obtain them. So really, spending just seems like a huge waste, and I don't expect anyone to be doing it unless they're an absolutely crazy whale with no sense at all, because it's very easy to spend thousands and thousands on this, but I don't think that is the intended design for this at all. Yes, DH Games have made a way to monetize this, but I think the intention is that it is a slow accumulation and a new type of resource and reward that DH Games can add to events. Are these things exciting and cool? Absolutely. Look at this. I'm getting a 5% holy damage bonus for my Void Vortex. I think that's really cool. So anything that can benefit you there is going to be nice. Do you need these things? Absolutely not. We have already figured out ways to clear the majority of game modes without using these things at all. As free-to-play players and budget players, the main thing that's going to hold you back is accumulating the heroes and the stellar shards and the resources needed to put Tree of Origin improvements on your heroes, which is just a natural grind anyway for all players, not just free to play. So guys, don't worry if you can't go ahead and obtain these things. It's actually quite nice for free to play players because obtaining these items is going to be a grind, but so is everything else. So you'll actually have way more of these things than spenders will at the equivalent point when you get to their level. So look at that as a positive, not a negative. In fact, it's going to be spenders that are most affected by this, because there will always be that one guy that spends a ton to obtain all of these things, and then you're going to feel like you have to compete with them. What I will also say about this is it's going to massively warp things like Seal Land and game modes where these things are going to impact your ability to clear certain things. So you could see someone with a team that performs really nicely in a certain game mode try and copy their team and not achieve the same stuff they do. Because similar to Star Spawns, the stats that these give can make a difference in fights. And if you cannot have the same stuff they have, you might find your team is a little underwhelming. The other thing I want to say about this is it potentially pushes the necessity for A tiers out a little bit more than it already has been. So actually you guys could really enjoy a very free-to-play friendly experience in this game by using these items, because they will improve the performance of your heroes without you having to spend money, and that is always a good thing. So do I think you should spend your money on this? No. Just go ahead, grind through, achieve what you can, and just enjoy the steady accumulation of these items, because they do look pretty cool, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing just how many of them we can get on all of our accounts and seeing how much performance that's going to add, and hopefully push ourselves in various game modes to achieve more things. Am I spending money on this? Nope. Am I going to look forward to them giving these as event rewards? Absolutely. And that's where I'm going to get mine. I'm not buying them. It's the same with Cause of Transcendence. People still hardly buy these things, and I don't expect anyone to start buying the new things either. I'll see you next time. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this new update, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a great week, and of course, happy idling.